Hey folks, Ivan here, and today we're going to do 5 and 6. Sorry about the delay. It's been 2 weeks since the last episode, but it's been actually probably closer to 4 since I actually recorded, so it's going to take me a minute to remember everything. Long story short, I encountered somebody who came down with COVID, and that was right at the same time that I was trying to get the house in order so that I could have my folks over for Thanksgiving dinner. We ended up doing a virtual dinner instead because I just didn't want to risk that. I ended up not getting it. No symptoms the 2 weeks, even though I was with bated breath thinking, man, this could be horrible if I end up getting it. And ended up not being the case, thank God. So that person has made a full recovery, and they're doing well, which is good. Let's see here. I'm going to do some more recordings in video games, but I haven't decided what I want to do yet. There's a game I'm playing right now with some, we'll call them acquaintances for the time being. That I'm just getting to know, and they might be a good group to record with. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. But let's see. Then we need some sort of gray thing like this. Looks like that. We need three of those. Oh, 3 per thing. Okay. At first I thought that said just 3 in total. I'm like, why would you make me duplicate this 4 times? So what we're doing right now is we're playing Dead by Daylight. I haven't decided yet. I mean, there was a thing I could have recorded and showed off, certainly, and I never got around to doing that. You know, getting back into the creative spirit, if you will. And maybe I'll do a tour of the facility today. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Okay, why is this one? I thought that's fine. This one's not fine. Ah, that's why. So, right, yep. So these little hollowed out pegs are what we need to have facing each other. And it goes one in the center, one out the side, and it looks like that. You can also see I've been doing it. It will be in this corner right here will be the instructions. I would love some feedback on those instructions. I have got a system down pretty well pat for exporting them. I go through a Photoshop known as GIMP. It's a great free resource. I love using it, especially since it's free. I want to say at least one friend who has Photoshop says he prefers GIMP over Photoshop itself. Who knows if that's still true or not. Alright, cool. So we've got those. Let's go ahead and get these. And if you're wondering what recording software I'm using OBS. I like to use that for webcam type deals because I feel like I have a little bit more control than with Shadowplay. I like Shadowplay because it's one less thing in the background. Whereas having OBS and then everything else. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's see here. Oh, in the meantime, since this video, the last video and this video, I've updated my my CPU. I think was failing me, to be honest. Things were starting to chug quite a bit, and so I ended up getting a I think it was a 3900 series AMD, which I hadn't had AMD since high school. That's how long it's been, which I think it came up on I think 15 years in 2021. Wow. I've been out of high school for 15 years. Which means when I went into high school, I'm at that equal point next year where I've been out of high school as much time as it was before I went into high school. That's kind of crazy to think about. Huh. Some days it feels like it was just yesterday, but to be honest, these white pieces here. Wait. Let's see here. How long it's been? This will be my. This is my. What is this? Did 1 year. This is the second year. Next year will be my 3rd year anniversary, or the start of my 3rd year at the company I'm working at now. These go horizontal. Let's just bring that closer. We'll do these. Time flies, especially when you get older. It's just like, so if you're younger, not that you're going to listen to this advice, but appreciate how slow time actually moves. Because when you get older, boy, it feels like you blinked and a year goes by. I remember sitting at my desk and thinking, I've got a lot of work to do, and the next thing I know, the work's done, and it's Friday, I'm leaving for the weekend. Isn't that crazy? The week's just kind of a blur. If I sit back and think about it, yeah, everything makes sense. But boy. Alright, so we're on to the next step. Which I don't... What am I supposed to do? Oh boy. Did I skip a step? No. No, I did not. Okay. These go on this side. Okay, so they go on this side here with this blue out. Right in there like that. I guess they've got a little thing there. Huh, weird. Okay, I'll just repeat that several times over. Again, the blue facing out that way. Sorry if it's going off camera, I kind of need to see what I'm doing. So, oop, and there I just hit it with the thing. Let's just pull these arms up so I can get a little bit closer. Yep, everything's still in frame, cool. And I almost want to put that backwards because I was looking at the camera instead of what I'm doing. Oh, wait a minute. What? What? Hold on. Is that right? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's right. But I'm... yeah. Just going forward, they want me to do that whole process again. I don't know why they didn't just make me do all of it at the same time. I'm just kind of, okay, do it again. I'm not sure why there's a space here unless I missed something, but I don't think I did. Alright, we'll put this back. We'll make the next set. It's the same situation all over again. Let's see if I can remember that without actually looking at the work. Right? 2 dots. Well, I just not necessarily remembering how to put it back together or put it together again. Just make sure that there's nothing special. Here, looks like we might have a spare one. We'll just toss that in the spare pile box because that one was an odd one out. All right. That. Anyways, I got distracted by that. There we go. We do that whole situation again. I'm going to grab these out of here. 3 there. I know other people, I've seen other people where they grab and they sort everything into the individual piles, kind of like this, and then they start building, and that's not how I tend to like to do things. I don't recall them having individual marked bags before. Felt like things were just in bags and the numbering thing came later. But the numbering thing is good, especially when you're trying to keep track of things. I'm sure that makes sense on a large scale production as well as for the instructions. And I grabbed 2 light grays. Okay. So that's all we're doing here. I did that again. I grabbed 2 white grays. So I hope everyone's holiday season's going well. I know it's been a rough year for some people, more so than others. It was not exactly an easy year here. Lost 2 people very close to me. I think I've said that in the past. But once this is all said and done, I'll have to make sure to go and visit them at their resting place. The family. All right. And then we'll put this red piece over this. Oop. No, instead we'll just drop it. There we go. There goes that red piece. Oh, these ones are okay. I was looking for that smooth piece. It's just these grates now. They go straight. All right. There we go. There's one done. And on to the next one. Start in the center, and then we'll build off the sides. So I think since the last time I recorded that, the last thing I did was playing was an MMO, and I got bored of that, and put that game. It was what was that? Albion Online. And just after a while, it's just like, there's no story here. So I'm like, we're doing the same thing over and over again for gear. And it just, I'm like, man, what's the point? So you get a whole bunch of gear, then you have a bunch of money, and then you run and get more gear, and like, you know, this is the same trap that I fell in with many other MMOs, like a little bit of Star Wars Galaxy, although that was more, there was more role playing than there was gameplay. It was a very player driven society for storytelling. And tried World of Warcraft, and that is actually the first time I realized how much time I was spending, and that I just didn't see an end to it. And if I stopped, all of a sudden I wouldn't be as good as the next person. So there was that psychological need to continue to grind for gear. I thought, I've had enough of this. So I don't think I'll be going back to that kind of game. Alright, same situation just on this side. I'll flip this over. This one's kind of lopsided. I wonder why. Let's take a look here. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, back to this side. Because this one, these go the opposite direction. There we go. So the blue is facing me now as opposed to when I originally put it in. There's a way. You know, when I ordered this online, I didn't see all the, kind of like, I guess in Minecraft, when you're far away from something, you don't see the individual blocks that make it, it actually looks like it's a circle. It's got depth to it. Similar concept going on here. Okay, we need this, and a bunch of these guys. In fact, we'll just start building them, and then in the center. I guess to date this video, apparently next Friday is the last episode of Mandalorian. And I loved every episode so far. And if you haven't seen it yet, it's definitely worth sitting down and watch. I don't like to sit down and watch movies myself. And same goes for television shows. There's very few that I can do that with. I think Witcher and Castlevania were the other two. Before that, Full Metal Alchemist was another one. Where I could actually sit down and watch them. Next Generation I could do, and so on. So when I say I could sit down and watch something, it at least has to have something to it. Let's see here. How are we supposed to put this on? Okay. Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, that's right. So it goes like this. And these should snap right into place. There we go. These are still a little bit further out, but I mean, it's Lego. You can't make a perfect circle unless it's black like this. And even so. So, oop, I almost put that backwards. Oh, I don't even know how hard that would have been to get back out had I snapped that down in place. I don't even want to think about it. Okay. Alright, next up, the last two gray pieces in here. These white pieces, which we'll just kind of dump out so I can grab them, and we'll toss those off to the side. We are done with them. They'll make it back into for next episode. This one will probably be a longer one because I'm only at 20 minutes-ish. Hopefully. Looking at the next one, it looks like it doesn't look like there's a lot to it, but it's a lot of individual crafting, so it may or may not be. There we go. Perfect. I'm just gonna do that other side right there. I bet they left those so that you can have it'd be easier to get them in. Okay. Now we're on to step 6, which is this guy right here. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? That's a big box. We're gonna put this into a small box. Sorry about the noise. Oh, my poor parents when they had to deal with that. And they put that into the small box. There. Now the boxers are back. Like I said, they'd come back eventually. Alright, so we're on to bag 6. I think I said step 6, but it's bag 6, step 6, page 100, step 120. I don't know. Which one is it? You decide. Alright, so it's like this. I need to find the yellow piece here, which is in my hands. There we go. Yeah, yellow one goes right there like that. It's that plus, as you can see. Alright. And there is some black pieces here. They're Technic kind of pieces, so they're not bad. There we go. Actually, that works out pretty good. Alright, so we've got those in. That was the next step. They're numbered for some reason. I guess this one's shorter than the other ones. That's by, I don't know what their measurement is. And then there is a gray piece, which I guess is to help stabilize it even further. I mean, that's pretty solid. Okay, there's that. These go in here like this, and then they snap into place. That's to help keep the ends from pulling off, I think. If I'm understanding this correctly. Not just spacers, but structurally. You know how I was complaining about structural integrity? I think this is helping with it. Keeping it all together so it doesn't snap apart. Let's see here. One last piece. Those fit in pretty nice. Alright, next up is these guys, which you can't see because the camera's in the, or the, there we go. Sorry about the thing freaking out there. Let's see here. Ooh. Oh, I'm sitting like, why is that? Those aren't all necessary. I was missing a step right here. This little piece here needs to go in there, just like that. And there, shedding like crazy. Yeah, and that actually pretty well puts that level with everything else. Cool. Right, so the next one is one of these guys, and then I need 2 of these cylinder flats, like that. And they go on top, like so. And then a little bit of the yellow should still be sticking out when I get this in. Come on, let's go. There it goes. It's very resistant for a minute. Okay, cool. So you see how that looks on the side there. Okay. This camera is having an absolute cow with trying to focus. Alright, so next thing is some sort of square block. And then this is where those blocks come in. So let's find all those square blocks. There we go. They look like this. Got little doodads on the side. I think I've mentioned this before. That reminds me of the old submarine. Once they had little grabbers like that. They were cool. I like those things. There we go, straight out. And then we'll put that on there like that. And then the next one. I don't know if it was SeaWorld or where the heck I was, but there was, speaking of grabbers, there was it was like a little sub thing you used to be able to get in. Had little grabbers, and it was so much fun. And I definitely did not want to share that with any other kid there. It was like it was a suit, but you could put your hands in there, and they had like little things you could hold on to and grab, and just these little pivot points here. If I remember right, remind me of that. And I just love that. Let's see here, and these go to the interior, just like so, on the way down. There we go. Looks like that. It goes down in there. Do this again. And we do it again. I think my friend and friend's wife, they took them a day to build this thing. And okay, so this is weird. All right, so we need these little steering wheels, we'll call them. They're not steering wheels. I don't know what else to call them right now. Let's see here. 5. Oh, we need to do 5 of these. Interesting. So we'll need all 5. And they don't really show you what you're supposed to do when you get down to the actual thing. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I don't know what else to say. So if it took 2 people a day to make, how long is it going to take me? These little grabber pieces, that's what those are. That, and then it needs these little peg pieces. so sure that we should constitute those as Lego. You know, being a little bit of a Lego snob, because they don't have an actual peg. So as much as a small little point. I don't know. Let's see here. And so if we were to position it like that, so all of them have to be, the megaphones had to be like that. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. So all the sticks have to be pointing towards me. I call them megaphones because that's pretty much what they were to me as a kid. They're either megaphones or they were guns for whatever. Again, it goes back to the Lego Ice Miners, I think. Let's see here. Then I counted up 4 instead of 5. So up until this point, we've been doing everything in 4s. Now we're doing things in 5s. All right. And one last one. Flip it like that. And like that. Pointing towards me. And then these all go and take on right here. Like this. And they point down. Like that. That's what they're all supposed to do. So on the corner, pointing down. Every single one of them. Okay. So what they've got this going is wherever the so these go in the interior like so. Yeah. But not that way. This way. Oh. Okay. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that's the way. Just like so. All the way around. And I'm just going to have to rotate this. And rotate this. And rotate that. Perfect. Okay, so far so good. And then here's the tricky part. Okay, so these round pieces here on the sides, it doesn't face those. It faces one of the individual pieces. So we're gonna put it right here. Yep, that's perfect. Right, so now we need 5 of these little white pieces here, like that, and then they have these small indents on top. Alright, so let's build those first and then we're going to get the tubs. So let's see here. Here's one. I'm calling them tubs. These, I think, are also nests, sea nests, bird's nest. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. for the ships. So like they'd be at the very top, underneath the mast in the pirate ships, if I'm not mistaken. And then that needs the orange pieces, which these look very familiar to me. That seemed to be a very common color back in the day with the ice miners. They're a little bit more clear than the ice miners were, but I mean, you know, as things go on, you refine your craft and things become better looking. Hence, clearer orange. And then these go in the tubs. And we need all 5 of those. Boom. Alright. And then the hardest part is because I can't see. Yeah, that's in. Just putting them all in. Well, I suppose it's not so hard because so far they've just snapped right in place. Cool. So, oh, the rocket's in the way again. Sorry! I keep moving the rocket into place so that I can put something on it, and then I forget to take it away. There we go. There we go. And then these go on top. I'm going to move the rocket back into place, but this time we're going to remember to take it back off. Okay, right in place. Perfect. Perfect. Let's do that center one real quick before I lose access to it. There we go. That one popped up a little bit. It didn't, it kind of caught on the edge. That cat. She was jumping all over this pad earlier when I was cleaning everything up. Perfect. There we go. Just gonna set that off to the side. And then, how many of these? We need 8 of these things. There's gonna be 4 of them, but 8. So, find. There's 2, 2, 2, 2. All right, there we go. And then we need these pieces here. They've got the little grabber things type deals. So there we go. And then I need a solid gray piece here like that. Need 4 of them. So this is pretty straightforward. Facing this way, according to how the book looks to me. Just put them right here like this. Looks good. Put this gray piece over the top. There's one done. You know what we'll do is we're just gonna put the gray pieces on first, and then we'll snap it on. That'll be a little bit quicker, I think. Okay, and then just as before, the gray like that. There's the next one done. Next one is done, sort of, there it goes, snapped in place, perfect. And the last one, and these go where? Well, that's... So these go on the white pieces. I think I put these back. Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, these are backwards. That's why. I was trying to figure that out. I'm like, why does that not look right? Okay, cool. Now that makes more sense. And they go out. So we're just going to have to swap these real quick. Or not really hard to do. Okay. I go like that. Oh. No, I think I just put one backwards. Grab that. Okay. Yeah. I think I've just put one backwards, that's all. Yeah, because these go out. Cool. Go figure. The first one was wrong, and then the other ones were right. Is that right? Yeah. Kind of windmill effect going on there. All right, and then when we do the exact opposite, I guess. So let's go ahead and grab the remaining gray pieces here. Now these are the ones that go the opposite direction. One more. All right, cool. And we're just gonna do the same thing before. We're just gonna put the two piece on top. And once they're all together, we'll grab the other grabber piece and put those on. And I think that direction is a little bit easier to see. Because then it looks like that. Which from my perspective is right. If you kind of look at the book and look at this. All right. There's the next one. Next one. What else happened? Oh, start playing Cyberpunk. Was it 2077? Everyone seemed to be talking about it. I thought, well, you know what? I'll take a look. So far, it's all right. I mean, it might be kind of like The Witcher, where I wasn't completely captured by it at the very beginning. It took a little bit for me to get into it, and then I was hooked for many weeks. All right, there we go, and the last one. And then it says to flip these. So what do they look like on the next page? Okay, so they're like that. Oh, neat. Very, very neat. I don't think there's anything I would have done different, except for maybe like some sort of block that would have when these snapped together, they would have been physically connected. But you know, they're fine. Okay, so we're gonna make something that I'm not entirely sure what that's going towards. Okay. Looks like that. And there's a white piece that looks like that. Doing the same thing over and over again. A lot of repetition. I'm glad I got this thing. It's been quite enjoyable. The only problem that I've noticed, I hadn't noticed before, when I was a child, was that you know, the back does not like to be in this position for very long. Okay, it goes like this. So that's the finished product there. Oh well. Just means I'd probably need to stretch more. Alright. all being the same direction, just like that. And then one last set of pieces. Perfect. Where's that white piece? There it is. So we have them. Cool. All that's left is in this box right here. Nice. It requires these pieces here. Like so. You know, it's getting late, and the first thing I've been thinking about is I would love a coffee right about now. Just the taste, actually. I don't know why. I'm pretty awake. it's more of a taste thing at this point. It's kind of like when I would, crack open a Red Bull thinking it was, I think it wasn't too late, realizing it was really late. That would happen sometimes when it was winter. When I was down in college, I would be doing a school project, and I dropped a piece. Give me that. So I'd be doing a school project, and I would go and grab. Man, I need a Red Bull. Kind of get me going, get me through the last of this. And so I'd crack one open, and then I'd realize that after I started drinking it, hey, wait a minute, it's really freaking late. All right, and this goes right here like this with the blue up. So we're going to do that 4 times over. And recommendation to all the college kids out there, don't delay your project and don't rely on your partners to get everything done. Do part of the work. I had way too many people just count on somebody else doing the work. And I think that's a problem in society. Somebody else will do it. Little venting there because being at 1 o'clock in the morning trying to do the job of 6 people, not fun at all. All right, so the next part here is these gray blocks. So and it's pretty straightforward what they're gonna do with this set of pieces. So I need to put one more on there. Anyways, thank you all for joining me so far on this and my random ramblings. I do find this quite enjoyable, actually. I'll just think about these out. Here's another white piece. And off to the side it goes. Yeah, I mean, that was 3 years ago now? No, 4 years ago now that happened. Oops, that's not right. It was myself and one other person trying to do the work of 6 people. And let me tell you, I'd never been kicked out of a library before because it was late and they had to close. That was something else. They got on the announcements, they're like, attention, the main library will be closing. The lobby will stay open until, I think it was like, I don't know. How long was it open? I want to say it was going to be open for another hour or so. So somebody was trying to wrap up. But the main, all my resources, the access to the computer, etc., were gone. So we went home and worked and we're sending text messages back and forth. And there we go. Look at that. Look at all we done today. We did all this up here. Got that all completed. We got the rockets in. Man, that is tall. I don't even know if it's going to fit in the box I have for it. This may have to just kind of hopefully stand up. Look at this. Look at how tall this thing is. I mean, this has markings on the side, right? This is coming in at about 17 inches already. 17 inches for just this stage. Now, I saw Scott Manley's, I'm pretty sure he has an exact one of this. If I saw in the background, because he was talking about the satellite that fell, that's, yeah, I think, is it called satellite? Dish. Call it a dish. When that center piece fell down. And, you know, I should have been talking about that a little bit, because that was fascinating to see. If you haven't seen it already, go out after this video and look up videos of that dish, the cabling snapping, and then the whole force of the towers flipping back. But anyways, getting off subject, I saw what I think is this model in the background of his studio or office, and it's big. So I don't even know where I'm gonna put this thing once I'm done. Who knows? I mean, I can't really trust it out in the open because of cats. They're jerks, and they'll knock it down anything, especially something they can actually break like Lego. So we'll see what I can do with it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Comment sections down below. Let me know right up in this area if the instructions are working out all right, or if they need to be moved or bigger, or if they're fine. Do I need to make sure that I'm still in focus or in the camera section? That'd be great. Is an hour too long, too short? Should I be talking about something that's space related, which I really don't know too much, so best of luck to that one. Oh, look, we're going to do the next section next. Cool, this is a perfect place to wrap up. But, you know, we didn't talk about anything political or anything like that or controversial. I think I'm going to put the new music on with this one. So, cool. All right, see y'all guys later. And don't forget to comment down below and give it a thumbs up or thumbs down if you liked it or didn't like it. It lets me know if I'm doing something right or wrong. Take care.